All right, guys. What's going on, guys? Hopefully, you guys have been having a good Tuesday. I know for sure mine has been busy, so this is going to be a short live stream. But this morning, I woke up with this message and I wanted to share this with you guys. And this is going to be a very important live stream for you guys that are seeking long term relationships. This is going to be a very eye opening video for you. It's going to really help you in your achievements with your long term mindset when it comes to dealing with women. This is the mindset you have to have. And this is something that is not anything that's made up. This is cut and dry, practical, that makes a lot of sense. So it's going to be one of those ones that's going to be extremely helpful because there's only one way, it's only a few ways, guys, to keep a woman's nature at bay. I see the numbers are climbing as you guys come in here. Double tap the screen, hit the like button before we get started. A lot of you guys have the wrong mindset when approaching long-term relationships. And it's not entirely your fault, excuse me. It's not entirely your fault because you weren't raised with this information. So, how was your day? It was good. You look like a mega creep and you look banned. That's my dad. Dude kind of cheeks. Okay. Ban you. So, the mindset that you need to have when it comes to dealing with women, especially long term, this will help you maintain and keep your relationship. This key understanding. And this stemmed from not only some thoughts that I had this morning, but just what some conversations that we had that kept brewing in my head from yesterday that I want to address tonight. And yeah, it might not be a whole bunch of engagement this stream. It just kind of is what it is. Hopefully, you guys will watch this on a replay. But let's start here. So, what you have to understand when you're dealing with women long term, one of the biggest things you have to understand is your love is conditional. You're loved under the condition that you provide some sense of utility to the woman that she finds valuable. He didn't love you because you're just a man. And no, that's not how it works. Women and kids and pets can be loved just for existing, mere existence. But men, you have to provide some sense of security, some sense of protection, resources. And without it, there will be no love. Matter of fact, it will be a whole bunch of disrespect from not just women, but other men as well. Nobody wants to see a struggling man, a desperate man struggling to survive. They want to see a man that's thriving, that's confident, that's successful. So that's one of the key understandings that you have to understand as a man approaching women and trying to deal with them long term is your love is conditional. You're loved when everything is all the needs are being met. When all the needs are being met, that's when you're loved. When all the needs are not being met, that's when you get left. You get heartbroken. You get insulted. you get disrespected. And hell, society has gotten so crazy that you'll get disrespected and still be successful. Kind of crazy, right? But that is a key understanding. You have to understand that your love is conditional. You're not truly loved for who you are. Now, women can love the way you make her feel, which stems from the fact that you have the needs met and you have a sense of personality, which means you can make her laugh, you can make her uh, pretty much, you give her good validation when she looks good, that you know eases and appeases her ego, her female ego, which gives her a lot of good things as well. Because some guys, that's the other thing as well, some guys will have the needs met but be failing in that department of making the woman feel good emotionally, and he'll get left because of that too. So it's a combination of things to maintain a woman. Maintaining a woman is very complex. A lot of men teach you how to get women in the beginning, but they don't teach you how to maintain them. And this is not me, I'm not becoming a dating coach. I'm just giving you guys realities of human nature that can be applied to relationships that will help you uh, continue them. So if you understand what I'm talking about, you understand that the relationship will keep going if the needs are met, but you understand that if you begin failing or you fall on hard times, that this is the point where she jumps ship as well, and you're not shocked by it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make her feel good to a certain extent. You have to have the needs met. And these are the things that you're judged on that makes her love you, that makes her stay with you. See, a lot of men today, they're stuck in this rage mode. They hate women. They hate the fact that they have to do certain things to get women. They think that they should just exist and women should fall down at their feet because it's the patriarchy. No, you have to earn the patriarchy. You have to earn. And so this what makes the vast majority of a lot of men today effeminate and weak, because they think that they have this entitlement mindset that, hey, back then men were patriarchs and women should just automatically bow down to our word. No, you have to be a man that has results in order to get um, a woman to submit, because getting a woman to submit is a very hard thing, and she's not going to submit just because you're a man. You have to show that you're a good man. You have to show that you can have resources. You have to show these things to her, or you can lie to her about it and sell her a dream. What's going on, Nicholas? Said, "Damn, I'm late." No, you're not too late. We're about 10 minutes in. It's going to be a shorter live stream. This is stemming from a conversation that we had yesterday about uh, you know, trying to bounce back from relationships and mindsets on relationship. And I just wanted to drop this video or this live stream for you guys. It's not gonna be too long, and you didn't miss too much. The meat and potatoes are about to come right now. Um, he said, why would a woman submit to you? You have to accomplish something. You have to have tangible results. You have to have a place, a job. You have to demonstrate. A lot of you guys think that dates, you should just, dates are just, tricking or whatnot. Well, if you show up to the date and you're looking good, your car is decent, looking good, smelling good inside, you come dressed looking good, and then you willingly pay for the bill, you're demonstrating fitness. A lot of men, this is why men, they don't understand, they're losing their power when you don't pay. You're the patriarch. There's power in paying. That means you have the authority. That means you have the say so. That means that you're the one that's running things. You're the leader. And so the 50-50 argument has always been retarded. It's always, well, I can't say that on YouTube. It's always been ridiculous because it's unnecessary. It's like as a man, you're supposed to pay. You're supposed, if you want a traditional woman, yeah, a stay-at-home woman, you have to be the one that's earning and paying for everything. It doesn't make any sense. This is why men are delusional, because they counteract their arguments counteract another argument. You want her to pay 50-50, but you don't want a traditional wife. Well, a traditional wife doesn't pay anything. She doesn't even work, really. You're the breadwinner. You're the leader. Anyways, you guys want to know how to keep a woman's nature in check. You want to know how to keep her nature at bay, how to keep female nature at bay to where you always are loved. You have this sense of love. Like now I said, you're only loved under the condition that you provide some sense of protection, security, utility to the woman, a sense of stability. So, how do you keep a woman, how do you keep her nature at bay to the fact to where she doesn't want to jump ship? Now, granted, just to be completely honest, if a woman wants to jump ship, she'll jump ship no matter what. Women's feelings change. But generally speaking, if you're having the needs met plus you're making her feel good, she's not going anywhere. But again, how do you keep female nature in line? This is a nature that she cannot control. Excuse me, this is a nature that you can only master this way. You guys remember, I've had streams where I'm like, life is a theater. It's pretty much a theater. It's about performing on a consistent basis. You have to show up each and every day and perform. You can't go to your job and say, I can't go to my driving job and just say, hey, I'm going to be safe only 3 days a week. I have to show up and be safe each and every day. You have to be good each and every day. You have to be good at your job and perform well each and every day. You have to eat right each and every day. So the key to keeping a woman's nature at bay to the fact where you never see the dark side or the ugly side of it, and this is not 100%, but it'll get you around 70 to 80%, is you have to keep doing what you did to keep her. Meaning that if you were already in shape, if you were already making lots of money, if you were already uh, funny, whatever the hell, whatever you were doing in the beginning, you have to keep that up. See, what happens in relationships is men think that once they get the woman, that they can just relax now. I don't have to hit the gym as hard, and then they get fat. I got the job. Now I don't have to get promoted and move up. See, that comfortability that you have is that's what's going to get you left. That's what's going to expose the dark side of female nature to you. Your comfort in life. You have to consistently perform. You have to consistently look good. At 40, you have to still look good. You have to still be making lots of money. You can't stop. This is what keeps a woman's nature in check, is your continual improvement, self-improvement. But you can't do that by putting her first. What's going on, Chris? Kindness is the highest level of wisdom. Chris said, never be comfortable, always drive. Exactly. You have to always drive, guys. Life is war. Life is war. It's a consistent battle, a consistent struggle of trying to beat who you were and trying to maintain and further what you already are. So if you get too comfortable and then you start losing your job, or you put too much effort into her and you start getting demoted or you get fired, this is what causes the dark side of female nature to come out. When you get overweight and you're no longer attractive, this is what causes her to start looking around and acknowledging other options because you got comfortable. The game never ends, guys. You will be playing this game to the day you die. There's no way around this. If you want to keep a woman, and like I said before, none of this stuff is 100% proof to keep a woman. But generally speaking, if she's a decent woman or a good woman, if you do these things, she'll stay around. You have to be economically stable. That should be your first consideration. Yes, and you have to be attractive. You have to be a lot of things. You have to be intelligent. You have to make money. You have to be funny. You have to lay good pipe. Everything, you can't get lax on any of this stuff. That's what keeps her nature at bay. That's what keeps her from leaving. That's what keeps her from being disrespectful. Is your continual improvement in life. You being consistent at being what she's attracted to when you guys first met. So for you guys that are seeking long-term relationships with women, the biggest thing you have to understand is don't get comfortable. You have to every each and every day is a performance. You have to perform each and every day. You have to make more money each and every year. You have to keep or maintain or get bigger muscles or keep and maintain your same physique. Chris writes, most divorce, at least in my generation, were due to money problems. No, that's the biggest. That's the biggest reason. Men get comfortable in their careers, and sometimes it's hard to move up. You get comfortable. You have children. You're a dad, and you're a coach now. You're a dad. You're a coach, and you have to go work. Now you have to choose between family time and work time. If you choose the work time, you get to make more money. But if you choose the family time, you're definitely not going to get promoted by your boss. So as a man, you have to make the best decision. Now, what is the best decision? To always take the money because this is what keeps the bills on. This is what keeps the lights on or keeps the bills paid. And money is always changing. The economy is always changing. So what worked 5 years ago doesn't work today. And the economy is changing so rapidly with AI and different online technologies and the internet and all this stuff, social media. You have to continually be evolving economically. Otherwise, you will. All it takes is one economic collapse, and you'll lose your house. You get laid off. You know, every 1 to 2, every what 1 to 12 years, or not 1 to 12 years, every 10 to 12 years, we have a depression, not a depression, but a recession. If you and your family are not prepared, here she comes. Here's the dark side of female nature. And women literally they can't. It's not in a woman's nature to struggle. It's truly not. I've seen moments where women are struggling financially and they get stressed out immensely and they cannot tolerate it. I don't know what it is. Us men, it doesn't hurt us as much. We can live in our car sometimes and be okay. But women, that truly harms them mentally because it's their nature. Now, these women will be talking about, I am not happy. The idea that you are responsible for our happiness is absurd. Yeah, exactly. And this is what drive good men crazy because they'll do everything. They'll keep the house over their head, keep the money flowing, stay in shape, and still get left. And that's another reality you have to accept that you can do everything right. You could still lose the woman. I mean, you could have a great, fantastic football game. Your team could have a great game and still lose. So none of this stuff is set in stone, which you always have to again plan have a contingency plan or be have that in your back of your mind that she could always leave for whatever reason, which is another key mindset shift you have to understand when dealing with women long term. So you have to think for yourself and think for the family and think for her all at the same time. So the first thing I believe one must do is get rid of the damn television. Well, that's a start. The television, social media is next, or probably close first, or one B. You got one A television and one B social media. The phone. The phone. Women, they have fear of missing out. They are nosy. They want to know everybody's business. Um, they're messy. So like social media. Oh man, he said then social media. Yeah, it's gonna be very hard to do because these women, they use social media. They get these validation dopamine hits from social media, from the DMs, from the likes they get. They're literally crack addicts, just in attention crack addicts. They're attention crack addicts. So yeah, guys, you guys send your last little bit of questions and comments because I can't hold it for too much longer. Pause. Yeah, I'm exhausted. So you guys send your last little bit of questions and comments as we wind down. Hopefully, you guys found this live stream very insightful. Uh, Hopefully, this can help you because a lot of you guys, and this is not a red pill channel. This is not one of those channels to where, you have to be a bachelor. Like, no, I'm fully aware that some of you guys, and some of you guys are in marriages and in relationship and want to pursue relationships and getting married. Take the proper precautions, vet properly. But these are definitely minds. This is a mind shit. I mean, I said a mind shit, a mind shift. You tell I'm tired. This is a mind shift that every guy that's dealing with women should understand. Whether you're a player, whether you're the guy that has polygyny and multiple women or multiple wives, whether you're the guy that's monogamous, all of you need to know this thing about women. You have to keep her nature at bay. You have to consistently perform. And granted, this doesn't guarantee her leaving, but for most good women, this is good enough. Your consistent improvement can keep her nature at bay. The moment you stop improving is the moment that she cheats, she leaves you, she argues, she starts to make your life a living hell. He said, get some rest, recharge, and come back tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably get you guys back to Thursday because yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be on a. I'm gonna recover from some rest. This is crazy. It's a good topic. I'd enjoy further on it in another stream. Yet I have to come at it from a different angle again, so I can give you guys a different perspective on it. So it's not the same repetitive talking points. But I'm glad you guys found this insightful. This was a continuation from what we talked about last night, and I'm glad you guys found some insights. Some you could take away something from this. And you can't listen to women as we wind down. You can't listen to women because women will lie to you. You'll be like, oh, just get her flowers. Isn't that funny? Like women's go-to thing about to save a relationship is just, you know, go get her something, go buy her something, go tell her she's pretty. All these are things that are not going to work and definitely not going to keep her in a relationship. These are nice guy things that do not sustain over time and hold up over time. He said, Vice Media UK, you complain too much, dog, and you ban, dog. So, yep. I'm gonna see you guys Thursday, man. You guys have a good rest of your day. Good rest. You guys get some rest too. I'm gonna get some rest, but you guys get some rest as well too. We, people say team no sleep. No, that's false. You need to get your ass some sleep. you know, you, if you don't get sleep, you don't operate efficiently upstairs. You don't think efficiently. So you need to get your some sleep, guys. And some of you guys need to sleep longer than 8 hours, and some of you guys are good with 5 or 6 hours of sleep. To each his own. But again, I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Nicholas. Shout out to Chris for always being here, showing support. I really appreciate you guys. I will see you guys Thursday night. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.